Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Partners Perspective. Today, we're going to be talking with Orchard partner Ben Davis from Noble Clay. Partners Perspective is just an opportunity for you all to learn why do community leaders and nonprofit leaders come to Orchard for help. And so, we're going to kick it off, ask a few questions. How you doing today, Ben?
Good, man. Man, I'm blessed. Beautiful day outside too. Spring.
Yeah.
I think spring is here.
Yeah. I hope it stays around. I just want to take some time to ask you a few questions, man. First of all, how did you hear about Orchard?
Yeah, so going to Blueprint with you, Bradley. We were serving together at Blueprint Church, and I think what really sparked it was Blueprint did a section on Indigenous disciple makers, one of their aims, and they covered what I was doing in the park, trying to build this ministry, and then you had seen it, the whole church had seen it, and then me and you started having conversations. You're like, hey man, I just got I work with this new company called Orchard. And you're like, hey, let's go meet Jonathan. You need to meet this guy, Jonathan. Let's go just have coffee. So we went and had some coffee, and I shared the vision idea that God had given me for this ministry. And when I left that meeting, I knew, I was like, man, this is a phenomenal organization that I want to be. I just want to be in these guys' lives. And what really attracted me was the power of the prayer team, the adamancy around prayer and just the value of a prayer team, what that can do to propel it. It wasn't something that I had seen other people, even in ministry, talking about so heavily. And so putting on so much on the forefront in terms of like intensity of the organization. And it really just attracted me. I felt like the Lord was like, keep trying to pursue them, and God's grace towards us was given through Orchard. You guys all three discussed and brought me back in, said, I think the best path here is for you to connect with Helen Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were so early on. I was so passionate about it, but I had vision. I had I could talk it somewhat, but it wasn't clearly laid out. And what was noticed was, okay, there's a good vision here. It lacks infrastructure, and Ellen is the person to build the infrastructure. And so then working with her it was game changing for us, because we, went from a kind of a seed of an idea into something that actually could be planted into some good soil.
That's great. That's great.
So there was that specific. Those were the specifics of why I was like, man, I needed help, and y'all were gracious enough to give it. And I don't think we were actually a partner then. Matter of fact, we at that time, y'all had like 50 partners or something, and we weren't quite there yet. We hadn't had our board formed up. Like, you've been a big spark proponent, a kind of ambassador for us, if you will, towards Orchard, of like connecting us and keeping us connected. So I'm thankful, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I guess I don't know how long that's been in partnership. It's
got to be about 2 to 3 years, I would think, from this beginning till now. I would think.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
It's I would say about a year.
So how would you, if in one sentence, you touched on it a little bit before, but what would you say Orchard, or how would you say Orchard has impacted you the most, or impacted Noble Clay the most?
So the biggest impact that Orchard has had on Noble Clay is, hands down, has been the encouragement to form a prayer team, and then not just the encouragement of, hey, you got to have we need to have a prayer team, and have like it being managed and shared with with the prayer team of like different things that are needed continuously over time. But it was actually the partnering with Dan recently and really getting some organization around it, and just stewarding that aspect of what we're doing very, very good. I think has been the most powerful. And then secondly has been the access to consultants. So from the beginning, it was Helen Cunningham. That was just invaluable. Secondly, it was going to y'all's workshop that y'all were doing in education around fundraising, and a bunch of other tools. There was some counsel there that we got. And then And then you gave us Jay Boyd, who is a fundraising ninja, and he's just been so helpful. He's just been so helpful and has helped. We recently brought on a business development manager, and he and his mom has been helping her and me, work on the fundraising end of things.
Awesome.
So just the consultation has just been, and the council has just been so empowering to us and just valuable.
Yeah. So what would you say to somebody that's considering becoming a partner? Why should they become a partner?
I think, just all those reasons I just said. If they're in ministry and they're, working in the kingdom of God, just the value of, being able to have a prayer team and a team of people that have access to people that have been in ministry. Helen's been in, I think, ministry 25 years. It's invaluable.
Yeah.
The amount of history and the amount of experience that you can just immediately plug into an Orchard and just go, wow, now you have, collectively probably hundreds of years of experience doing kingdom work and ministry work. And it's like it's that kind of access is not easy to come by. And so it's like, it's really, really foolish not to plug in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we're actually celebrating 25 years of ministry this year. So what were you doing 25 years ago?
Let's see, 25 years ago, I'm 38 now. So what was I, 12 years old? I was playing soccer. I was probably like somewhere playing soccer. I played competitively growing up. So we were all over the United States, playing in the Dallas Cup, playing overseas in the Dana Cup, or playing on the Olympic development team, or practicing or something. So that time I was, I wouldn't believe I was just I worshiped the sport of soccer.
Yeah.
Took all of my emotion there, all my life to that sport. So
awesome. All right. So yeah, thank you for answering those questions. So we are there. The next segment is called, it's a fun segment we like to do. So it's called Beat the Elevator. I'm gonna set my timer.
15 seconds, huh?
Yeah, for 15 seconds, you just tell the people what is Noble Clay, who you are, and how they can contact you.
Awesome. Yeah. Noble Clay helps people who can't afford top-notch fitness coaching get active, eat better, so that they can gain the fitness and vitality to live out their values, play with their kids into old age, and live without the worry of hypertension, diabetes, and other dysfunctions that cause them not to be able to live out their God-given potential.
Awesome. You killed it. That was definitely shorter than 15 seconds. So
good, man. Good. Yeah. NobleClayFitness.com. That's where we're at. NobleClayFitness.com. And we're here in Summerhill, Peoplestown neighborhood in Southeast Atlanta. So
nice. So y'all heard it first here, Noble Clay. Just tell you a little bit about Orchard. At Orchard, we inspire Christ followers to launch and lead creative initiatives that help those in need. And so if you want to learn more about Orchard, you can visit meetorchard.org and learn more about us there. So yeah, thank you all for your time. Thank you, Ben, for your time. And we will see you next time.